Thank you for stopping by. Cancer, this is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Check out other signs as well in your chart. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing. If you haven't, please do so. And let's start your reading. This is a love reading, and I'm going to look into first a person that's showing up in your energy during this period when you're listening to the reading. The overall energy is calm waters. You might feel peaceful in regards to a person, not really feeling too much, easy going with it all, but let's move into this person first, see what they've been up to. I do see in this person's environment, it could be a little bit hectic. It's like tit for tat. They are trying to walk away from somewhere. There's a bit of stress, sleepless nights, going through a dark night of the soul. There might be lack of finances. They might be striving to get some finances. There is some kind of stress in their mind. They could also be stressing about leaving something behind. They don't want to leave it behind, but they might be holding on to something here. We'll find out what that is. This person could have earth elements in their chart. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. All right, so spirits, please give me messages and clarification. What is happening in this person's surroundings? What are their feelings for Cancer, and what intentions do they have towards Cancer at this time? Please show me the most relevant messages. So, all right, it could be to do with their work, something about maybe getting time off to see you because they are making plans. They could be in a work situation it's stressful, hours are long, and maybe they don't have as much time to be with you, come forward with you. They feel that there has been a silence between the two of you. Their intentions here is to come out of the cold. They want to be generous. This person, they want to offer commitment. However, there could be lack of finances at the same time. But let's see here what that is all about. Okay, so now this person, sometimes their feelings can be intertwined with work, money, and sort of they brush everything under the cup, like under the same comb. That's what I was going to try to say. So they think a lot, they stress a lot, and they sometimes can just think that love, money goes hand in hand. They are definitely stressed about money, stressed about thoughts, how to make ends meet. But I do see this person have access to, finances. They're just stressing a lot of thoughts here. Now, I see that they in their work, maybe they are working hard, but they're not getting much. It's taking too long. It's too slow. And when it comes to you, they want to move forward fast, but maybe they did that in the past, or maybe they are not. They can't give as much as they want to here, and so there's delay. I do feel here. So if there's a finances or commitment that is an issue, I see that. This person had to follow their heart, both in their career, how they make money, and the direction in life as well as in love. Interestingly here is that we have the Nine of Swords in the upright and the Five of Swords in the upright, but it's like, okay, there is another solution. So it's like they were worried for no reason. It's almost like they saw something, they immediately thought, oh, this is the end of the world, I'm gonna run, there is no way around this. It can also be that this person, maybe they were boasting about the two of you being together, being, a couple or whatnot, and it's like maybe you call them out on it, and they're like got really either nervous or just defensive, and they took it quite seriously. I don't know. They can be a bit serious, this person, a bit heavy, but they have to learn to lighten up a little bit, and I think that's what they're doing here. It's like they're like, oh gosh, like they could be a bit sort of like they could be a hopeless romantic at heart, but then they are like a child when it comes to you know, what it should look like in reality. They don't have a practical sense in a way. All right, so with the Lovers, and it's a Seven of Cups, so they have an illusion when it comes to, you know, what it means to be in a relationship, or what it means to be in a couple, and how it should come about. They could have a childlike way about it. They could be sort of, oh, yeah, I don't know how they're thinking, but they're thinking a bit backwards. So that's not serving them. They're making complications. It's almost like when they take a little step forward, if they don't get the attention they require, they get really sort of, they get up in their head, and they soak, and then it's the end of the world, and they go even slower, or they could block you, or they could just disappear, and they're a bit childish here. All right, so this person sabotage their own, for their, you know, they're their own worst enemy when it comes to this connection. All right, so, you know, they want to work on this connection, but they need to clear the illusion and the fantasizing about how it should look like. Almost like, okay, that maybe they are visualizing they're going to have a major, like, big diamond ring, and if they don't get the diamond ring, and if you don't like what they give you, like, that's just the only thing they are looking at. At the same time, they are telling, you know, their surroundings that, oh, I'm working hard for love, I'm working for, everything's for Cancer, but they haven't asked you how you are doing. They haven't asked you how are you feeling, you know, forgetting about you altogether, but they are just fully focused up in their head that when they don't poke their head out, when they poke their head out the door, and they think they give you some attention, that you don't respond. So this person have gone through painful experience because you turned them down based on this person's very old-fashioned or unrealistic expectations of what can be achieved. All right, so they get up in their head, like they're ahead of themselves in some aspect, and then really behind in other ways. So kind of like this child, like, oh, it's important to have the status to say we are together, but then what do they have to offer? It's more like, okay, the title, the status is irrelevant really. If the two of you are not in harmony and happy, they don't really need to tell anyone. But this person is very much about, they're ahead of themselves. This is someone that will always, like, they apply for a job and they always already say they got the job, and then they get disappointed because they will actually only been window shopping. They're only seen there, and they're like, they haven't even applied for the job. They haven't even spoken to you about being in a relationship, but yet they are saying that to other people, and then they get apprehensive when you ignore them because they have been painting this illusion. They've been like, here they're in their head working, and it's like, yeah, it looks like this between, I'm really happy with Cancer, and oh, it's going great with us. And then when the reality comes, it's like there's a glass between, there's window shopping here with the Seven of Cups. They feel stressed. They're like, oh my God, I don't hear from Cancer. Where are they? They blocked me. Oh my God. Like, they are very, like, they don't put two and two together. They seem mature. They could be older even. It's not really about the age, but they're like, oh, maybe it's because I'm lacking finances. All right, let's go and get that. There's no communication. And then you could be telling them just to, like, in one word, what you think of their actions or no actions, right? And then they take that in a bad way. So yeah, it's like you understand each other, but then not. Like, it's like this person is very slow to understand. They should spend more time communicating to you, listening to you, rather in their head creating all these battles and actually making battles and stress, and because they have had an illusion, it's in a certain way in their head, but it's not like that in reality because they have not discussed it with you. So that's the person here. Now, they could have Taurus in their chart. That's for some. So with the Judgment and the Magician, now I see here that you could be a master manifestor, and something that is coming out in the open as well, that you have manifested good news. It's like your faith, your skills, you're putting them to good use here. You might not even invest anything in love at the moment. You could be waiting for a heads up contract, a kind of a a yes that will make you feel like the Queen of Wands. Okay, now I can do this. It's all about waiting for action. You're not really considering love before this. The Ace of Swords, the news, the breakthrough is here. Now, for some of you, even considering never to speak to this person again because they have sort of just ignored you, maybe when you needed them, when it comes to more of a moral support, mental support, communication. Like they have a crazy amount of communication in their head, but less communication in their, in real life. They're very slow. They want things in a certain way. All right. So yeah, that's I think that's going to change here. But we have the Magician and the Judgment. Some of you could have Gemini in your chart. So yeah, the Knight of Wands. So something, this person, they made a reckless move, a childish move, a move that you were like, are they wearing a mask? Why are they doing that? And you are sort of, okay, I'm just going to go with the flow. Might not be speaking to this person. I might keep my guards up here, all right, because you have something else that is in the forefront in your life at the moment, all right? So with the Fool, this person could have Aries in their chart, but you really thought this person done a foolish move back then, and you have also felt sort of a bit trapped, maybe in regards to a situation here. Some of you, you are waiting for some news, you're waiting for forward movement, you're not really sure where to go. It's saying here that there will be good news. So the Ace of Pentacles, I feel here there's a commitment coming from a Virgo, Leo, or Taurus. I also feel there is financial improvements coming towards you. Now there might be something around you here where it's like anger. Okay, anger in regards maybe a third party you heard about. This could also be, there could be something going on with you and a Queen of Wands. This could also be feeling really trapped, feeling that, okay, trapped in a situation you can't get out of your own head, and it feels like it's controlling your mind at the moment. It's like it's the kind of what can happen when you have been overthinking something for a while and one bad thought flares up and it can spin around your head for a while. It's saying that sitting still and getting in your head, even though it can seem that, oh wow, that's so bad, I'm just going to think about that constantly now. It says here that, listen to your higher self regardless, because only a certain amount of time should be spent here thinking about that, because it's when you're sitting still with anger, feeling stuck in a situation where you feel like in your mind, maybe someone here have said, oh, you've said yes to an offer, or something about you are raging. Maybe someone have said something, or you've heard something, and now you're not seeing this person, and you haven't heard from the person directly. You could really escalate that in your mind and think like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm stuck here, and then I'm hearing that. How can this person be so reckless? I can't really do anything. Something like that here, not Aries, maybe you're dealing with an Aries. It's something like you feel like, oh my God, why am I stuck in my head in this situation? Like it feels very painful for a little while. You're like this spinning around in your head, like in a frozen state. And you're like, that's it. I'm never going to speak to this person, or I'm never going to, it's almost like you haven't been able to confront them because you're stuck, but you are like, God help when I can confront them kind of thing here as well. So it's saying here, Cancer, that it's almost better to get out of your own head, something you can't do anything about. It's almost like put it to rest, although that's easier said than done. If you have found out something, if you are stuck in a situation, it says here though, don't dwell over it more than a day, or maximum 3 days, because you are sort of, something's coming to you and you're like, it's like this rage. It's almost like someone is stressing, you have adopted their stress, and now you are sort of raging because you can't do anything. It's like you are on holiday somewhere, all right, and then you just hear someone's done something and they're not able to pick up the phone to them because you know, they're out of reach, that sort of feeling. And it's like, oh my God, I can't believe what happened. Okay, Cancer, moving on. We have the Six of Swords. So the King of Cups here. We also have the Four of Wands. Now, it can be something you hear about a third party, a controlled situation. Maybe you feel like, oh, you know, what have this person told about me as well? You know, it's almost like, if have they said something about you, and suddenly you get a phone call. Like, there could be someone here that's quite defensive for some of you. You're like, oh my God, why am I getting the stress based on someone's actions? So yeah, but with the King of Cups, all right, a situation here will calm down. A King of Cups is going to either travel towards you, or they're coming in with a very soft, kind proposal. Things going to calm down. With the Temperance, it's like healing rifts and avoiding ego, avoiding the argument as well. I feel here that just it's going to be the playful approach is the best approach, all right? And that's how this nightmare can end. Maybe something about a commitment, someone said something about, I feel someone here have told people that they're with you, but it's just some rumor have escalated, and like they're not even supporting you there where you need help, but they're out and about kind of bragging about something, and you are furious with this person. I'm seeing. Like, you might laugh about it later, but as it happens, you will not laugh, and you find this person really childish, and you're angry with them. Rightly so. Okay, moving on. I will pull a few more cards here about your feelings, because it's kind of feeling apathy, stuck in your head, not able to speak to someone, just feeling like, oh my God, I'm stuck in this situation. I can't go anywhere. It's almost like, yeah, you're stuck indoors, not dealing with a situation that could be quite painful. All right, anything else? Anything else here for Cancer? Anything else here for Cancer in their feelings? All right, yeah. So, okay, Ace of Wands. There could be excess drinking, excess something here. It says to be careful with that, because then something could feel worse afterward. It's something about indulging as well. Now, all right, I do feel here it has to do with someone's wearing a mask. Could be a Gemini. Someone did something and you are furious. Here it's very hard to not react, but I see here that you will go to calmer waters. All right, it can also be a separate situation. King of Cups, this is someone that is coming into you very balanced. It can also be someone here that have left someone out in the cold. Now they're able to share your emotions. It is possible that you hear something from a third party, or you hear someone have staged something and they've escalated it, and it's not really the way it is. It can also be someone that's using children, and it's like, oh, this is what is our children gonna say? It's kind of using those kind of, it's like, you know, it's tradition. When you're abusing, it's sort of like, oh my God, you know, what is our grandparents going to say? What are they going to say about the children? You know, it's not more like, it's just not what should be in discussion. So something like that. But I see here that usually when the devil appears, it's almost like that person or the event here is, the purpose is to cause pain. So, and it's hard not to react, but here I'm seeing that by not reacting, especially not by either excess of doing something here, is the best thing, because otherwise this devil energy have sort of got what they wanted, and it doesn't, that energy don't really deserve, I don't feel like the energy deserves all that attention. So Cancer, I feel here this person, they come your way because they do love you. It's taking a bit of time. Someone could have run ahead and know that if you are not there, someone that is jealous of their feelings for you could have sort of come in between, and you're hearing about a third party. This person could be born on the cusp of maybe Scorpio, Sagittarius, that's for some here. And it could be someone saying like, oh, you know, they are not single, they're not who they say they are. You know, that's just BS kind of thing. It's someone here that is creating a rumor on purpose or trying to cause stress. So someone like that, but it's going to calm down here. The situation will calm down. There will be a solution here. There will be a good news coming in here. So stay patient, stay balanced. The King of Cups. So the situation with you and a person, it looks like it will calm down. They will calm down. You will calm down. It can be that you had two different situations going on that is stressing you out. But I see the messages between the two of you, and you're also supporting each other. I do feel a new beginning coming for this connection, and you will offer each other this support, and you feel, oh, finally like someone that is on my side. It's like the King of Cups usually appear to soften things, make you feel better. It's like, oh, you know, that's all right. Like, let's put on some tea, or let's put on some, let's have a glass of wine, something like that. There's someone here that is coming in to cool everything down. So you could be dealing with a fellow water sign, but definitely someone here is reaching out with a solution, and you are sort of, oh, that's great. You have someone on your side here. All right. So I feel that what's aggravating you, like, kind of have done its job, but it's kind of working yourself away from maybe someone trying to control you because they are stressed. So it's like you might have felt like you have to tiptoe around someone, and if you don't do something, that's their way of controlling. But I see here that you're letting go of that, Cancer. All right, so this is someone now you're gonna confront them and see how they feel about, they've said something about you being in a couple, and then they're kind of being mean at the same time. All right, so something here that you will put your foot down. So it will be safe for you to love. We also have great fortune that is coming about here as well. There's a thief. This could be someone that is younger, someone that is trying to, it's like something to do with the separation. So someone in a house, here you see a house also behind, so it's separating something in a house. Someone could be trying to take something that isn't theirs or take advantage. We also have a lot of passion. So someone that is showing up in your environment in this week, beginning of January, there's passion and strong chemistry, and there's something about the message here, true love. It's going to cheer you up, Cancer. It's really good news. It's like, oh, that's, it's like softening everything in regards to a thief, someone that's tried to aggravate you. And it's like, oh, you're approaching the new year perhaps with this nice message. I really feel that it's like your heart will connect with this person, and everything else that you have endured, if it's a stressful situation, is going to take a second row, and you won't think about it anymore. You will feel very happy, and there is relief and celebration, Cancer. So here we have the memories of love. So this person, it is a romance of a lifetime. It is a nostalgic card, so the Six of Cups, old friend, acquaintance from the past might step back into your life. So that's what I'm feeling. If you've had someone that is like here, there, everywhere, and you know that you are not going to end up with them, and you are like, oh God, they're causing me pain still. Now there is a person here that suddenly appears, and you're going to feel like, oh, like you feel very happy. It's like happy forgotten moments, innocent childhood memories, encouraging you to recall and welcome the energy of love. So there is a message or a lesson from these fun recollections that could benefit you in a present life. So it's the Six of Cups, the same card or the same meaning almost. So it's a need for balance in all areas of emotions and love, and your heart and soul are asking you not to dwell in the past, but to use the inspiration and joy from that time to assist you here and now. So I definitely feel here that it's it's a really nice surprise for you, Cancer. It's almost like you are sitting underneath the tree, and you're like, oh, things are just feels a bit dull, but you do feel something is in motion, and then boom, this King of Cups appears, and you're like, you know, both of you are very happy to connect. You feel it's the right time. The chemistry is strong and the excitement is there. It's safe for you to love here, passion. It's really exciting. This is definitely this love at first sight. You really cherish each other and feel like, oh, that's very, 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 very exciting. So Cancer, these were the messages I had for you. If you haven't liked, subscribe, leave, or left a comment, share the video, all of that, do it now. And I wish you a very happy New Year's. I should be back tomorrow. It's my plan with the 2025 reading. But for now, that's where we leave it. And I'll see you very soon. Take care, Cancer.